Would you believe it? This is the last episode of The Alright Show. Season 2.
Finally!
Whew, what a wild ride it's been. Before we get on, just want to take a moment to apologize to myself for being a liar, because I'm a liar and I told myself that I wasn't gonna cry. It's a lie. We did it.
Who's that guy?
I think it's Sound Guy's son. He has him for the weekend.
Okay, Mimi, it's getting a little close. It's a little close.
Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the time, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
All doctors, ER.
Our first segment for tonight starts out at Jurassic Quest. It was a little scary, but it turns out I've got a long forgotten fear of dinosaurs. Woo! So to help me get over my fears, we've met with Park Ranger Marty. He's a tour guide at Jurassic Quest. How much do you know about dinosaurs?
Quite a bit.
Is there a difference between a dinosaur and a reptile?
Yes.
Did you used to smoke cigarettes?
No, I'm just on a voice amplifying machine to make me louder. Are you ready for the exhibit tour?
I'm ready for the tour.
Let's do this then.
That's the best way to learn about dinosaurs, in my opinion. Marty, you gotta catch up. Marty, I think I lost you. Tour starts here. As we went on through the tour, Marty assured me that I had nothing to be scared of. Have you ever ran into it where one of these dinosaurs has gotten loose and harmed anyone?
No one's ever been eaten by an animatronic dinosaur to my knowledge.
As I learned to overcome my fears of dinosaurs, I also learned that Marty pretty much has a bunch of information on dinosaurs. He's like the rocket scientist of dinosaurs.
Now, there are 3 different types of brontosaurus. There's the Excelsus, the Yonapin, and the Parvus. Chasmosaurines and the Centrosaurines. And now a little Eoraptor from Argentina holds the record as oldest dinosaur.
How did he stay alive so long?
He didn't actually live for 231 million years. He just was alive that long ago.
As it became clear that I did not know as much as Mr. Marty Smarty, I had to ask, where do I continue my education? Okay, if you found a newbie like me and you were to tell him to read a book on dinosaurs, what would be your go-to to learn the most?
How do you feel about pop-up books? When we talk about brains and dinosaurs, you're dumb even for a dinosaur.
That's a lot of information. What started off as a nightmare from my childhood actually turned into a wonderful day of learning, laughing, and you know what? I even made a few friends along the way. Thank you for continuing to watch the show. Our next guest is a very funny stand-up comedian. It's faith-based. One half of the comedy duo. It's Jefferson Montclair McCuewans.
Hi. My name is Jefferson Montclair McCuewans.
And my name is Dottie McCuewans, and welcome to
Cross Talk.
Where's Dottie?
Well, it is a funny story. It's good to be on Talk Show Tell Story where we got these 4 dogs. Their names are Daniel, Elijah, Methuselah, and Ringo. Ringo's a rescue, but Methuselah's 17 years old. And she's a very strict diet. And now we got to cut up, they said, you got to put garlic in dog food, which I'd never heard of before, but you just put it on top, they're gonna eat right around it. Dottie's highly allergic to garlic. We did not know this. Her whole hand starts swelling up. Dottie, what's wrong with your hand? And she says, she goes, I don't know. He used to put like a rubber glove on his head and blow it up. And it was like, what, you're crazy. You know, the dogs, at least the dogs are gonna have a good one. And so she probably is gonna get back here in a sec. I think I got her. Dottie. Hey, Dottie. That's just her picture, but Dottie, I'm here. It's good. I'm on the talk show. So I'll tell him what he says.
Welcome to the show, Dottie.
She says, good.
What's it like to go out there and do these stand-up jokes in front of a bunch of dirty, stinky bar, crusty people?
Well, it's all right. I mean, we figure like, you know, Jesus likes to go and talk to a bunch of like prostitutes and like thieves and stuff like that. So when I look at it like an audience in like, say, Austin, Texas, I figure like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, you know, a bunch of just dirty trash people that are out there, you know, to like go to rock shows and yell and stuff. But that's the whole point of being a Christian, is to talk to people who, you know, are just bad, and then you make them good by being Christians.
When you're out there doing this comedy, is there anybody out there in the crowd that likes to just give you a hard time, heckle, so to speak?
Yeah, okay, well, Dottie's, I'm gonna tell him. Dottie is talking about this one time that there's this, there's some girl in the crowd. She yelled something out, and she looked crazy. She got those big old ears that are all stretched out from the earring things. And Dottie goes, well, I don't come to where you work and slap a Starbucks cup out of your hand, because she looked like she was a barista or something. And we just howled. The audience was howling. I told them the story, Dottie, and you were quick. Dottie's the quick one.
Let's take a break. But before we do you have a joke that you could...
Okay, this is a biblical joke. What was Boaz like before he met Ruth? He's ruthless. I mean, come on. I did the Boaz Ruth joke. He's cracking up. He loves it.
A squatter's right is a legal allowance to use the property of another in the absence of an attempt by the owner to force eviction.
Clearly, they're not going to kick us out, guys. I mean, this happened to me all the time when I was growing up. The landlord comes over, all you have to do is let him take a nap in your dad's room, and then mom comes home, you better bang those pots and pans.
Ryan?
Excuse me, are you Ryan Shirley? I can be like totally chill because I'm from California, but you need to get your stuff out like today.
I figure intern can edit the episode and fill it with some nonsense and random crap like you did in season 1. I mean, it's nearly unwatchable, but no one in Austin Public's gonna call you on it. So let's just keep telling ourselves that we finished the season, albeit incomplete.
Man, I really wanted to see Trouble in the Streets.
I've been drinking so much milk today that tonight I'm afraid I'm going to have some trouble in the sheets.
Where was that all season?
I don't know. Pulled that one out of my... Oh.
Do you guys want to go to a bar?
Yeah, but we should probably go to one with food so Ryan can get his milk.
All bars have milk.
There is no more controversial problem about the domestic affairs of this country at the present time than drugs.
In music, one doesn't make the end of a composition.
Well, and it's exactly that same sense that a person has to keep going with his own feeling.
Are you connecting? Picasso is dead. Steve Jobs is dead. Walt Disney is dead. Name somebody living. We got 100 years here. We're one race. the human race, one civilization. We're a blip in the existence of the universe. I literally have to be Michael Jackson of apparel in order to break open the doors for everyone that will come after I'm gone, after I'm dead.
You have a word, drug, as when we say a person is drugged, which means that he is happy.
No! Out! Damn it, trees! Out, I say! Who would have thought the old man would have had so much grass in him? 1, 2, 'tis time to do it. My mind is murky. Buy my weed. Buy a sound engineer. And afraid?
Ladies and gentlemen, or should I say everyone, trouble in the streets.
If you wanna go, you can pass the test. Leave the cycles, take it slow, breathe it in and let it